Hi everyone, my name is Bowen. I just graduated from Parsons in 2018. I'm currently working on my new collection called Water Poem, which I think China nowadays has such an interesting environment which has the fused cultures between both Western and Eastern. And so I wanted to imply the idea into my designs. I also used the technique and the textile that I used for my last collection to create the consistency and also to imply the traditions of Chinese craftsmanship. For my future, I would like to have my own brand, but I think for the current at least 5 years, I would work under a bigger brand to learn and to consolidate my own aesthetic.
I'm Claire Wen Ting Hsu. My inspiration is Tai Chi.
The slow and yet powerful Tai Chi poses connect with me deeply. Growing up with heavy influence of Confucianism, I'm deeply drawn by Chinese philosophy. Based on Taoism, Tai Chi's central principle is the interconnectedness of all life with its flow of continuous change, balance, and harmony. This is expressed in the concept of yin and yang. It describes the underlying unity of life through the interplay of the opposites. Through this collection, I would like to promote wellness through the art and beauty of Chinese ancient wisdom. To capture that invisible flow, I perform Tai Chi with glow stick in the dark and use long exposure photography technique to capture the movement with the lights. I hope to transfer that fluidity and harmony in my design. I would like to present an athleisure wear with sophistication and poise of Tai Chi movements. To advocate sustainability, zero waste method was applied throughout the process of my garment making. Fabric waste was minimized, and the ways a garment can be worn were maximized. For the future, I would like to take this Tai Chi yin and yang concept further and build up an athleisure brand, the balance between sporty look and sophistication, comfort and craftsmanship, to promote internal well-being and external well-being as in a harmony in man, as well as the balance between man and nature.
Hi, I'm Fei Liu. My inspiration came from people's wear and costume in Tibet. In Tibet, people always take off one side of the garment or the whole top and tie them in the waistband. I found it is very interesting and unique construction. So I add many panels on my garments. People can easily take off all the panels to make the basic outfit more simple and minimal. And people also can put on all the panels on the garment to make the garment's silhouette more conceptual. So I make my garments more playable and changeable. In my future, I want to start my own fashion line to bring more Chinese elements and inspiration to the modern fashion and art, and continue to my style to make the garment more changeable and playable.
Hello everyone, my name is Jiahui Yu. My collection is inspired by my grandfather's military life during World War II. As everybody knows, China has suffered a lot during the war in the past. I want to honor the old generation of Chinese who has suffered in the war and their dedication to their country. I also want to convey the message of peace and love through my collection. The dreams for the future, I can definitely see myself be a fashion designer because I'm graduating soon in May this year, and I think I will work in the US for a few years. Hopefully can get into the corporate and learn as much as I can, and then I will go back to China, start my own business because Chinese fashion industry is emerging, so I want to be part of it.
My collection is created based on a special group of people in China called Minggong. They're people who are born in countryside but going to big cities looking for better opportunities. They're usually poor and lack of education, but they are making really great contribution to Chinese economy. So I investigated and get inspiration from the work they do and their lifestyles. Moreover, I see they're usually being remembered by what they do rather than who they are. So building on that, I create a system of print design that based on the idea of wearing their identity on the body, with the information I got from interviewing with some Mingong in my hometown. At this stage, as I just graduated, I know I'm still ignorant about this fashion world, so I'm trying to work for different types of companies and experience as much as I can in order to learn more about this industry and get myself into a mature designer who can work independently. I may also start my own brand in the future and try to run it differently from most of brand today. For example, like how CD is sold as a medium for the music, I want to focus more on the artistic side and make my garment as a medium for the storytelling.
Hi. The idea of my collection is about one-child policy of China, which is one couple, one child. Being a memory of my childhood, the collection is telling how things are special that happen in a family with only one child. I use fish as the signature of my collection. The idea is from the saying 年年有余. In Chinese, the pronunciation of fish is as the same as the pronunciation of extra, so fish is used to make a good wish that things could have extra, more than extra year after year, and also to tell how my parents always give me more than extra. For the future, I'm going to have my master degree in Paris, and I wish to work for my dream fashion company the rest of my life.
Hi, this is Shang Sanghe. My collection is inspired by my home city, Beijing. As I grew up, the way the city looks in fall always impressed me the most, and the fallen leaf usually indicate the starting of the season. So I'm building this collection to share my personal memory around people motif and discuss what's transient and what's eternal, as well as to start a conversation on the relationship between people, nature, and metropolis cities. I want to be a designer that uses fashion as a medium to communicate certain ideas and build connections with people. I also hope that fashion could be a multi-dimensional playground that facilitates more experimental and interesting ideas.
My name is Fei Liu, and the inspiration behind this collection is Chinese wedding. Wedding in China today has turned into a form of presentation which combines both traditional and Western criteria together. It gives me a very artificial feeling because Chinese people follow and repeat the ceremony over and over again, which makes it into a meaningless requirement that every couple needs to go through in order to prove their love and perfect marriage in the future. Therefore, for our generation, what is the meaning of love and the value of marriage? As a fashion designer, owning my own brand will be the biggest dream in the future. However, I want to use my brand as a media to connect the world with real beauties of China. I do not find art in museums, but beautiful elements from daily household, on the street, and messy corners in Chinatown. My dream is to create high-end fashion silhouettes built with common objects around us and in our memories.
The collection starts with my family house was demolished during last summer, and it is really shocking to see how your house and memory can be turned down into ashes in seconds. And then I start to investigate the topic demolition in China and how we live under a modern society while nostalgia about the long gone past. And it is a really tangled situation for me, which I presented this idea throughout my collection. For the future, I hope establish a fashion brand is truly authentic to Chinese youth, and it is only dedicated to the present China, react to the society culturally, and hope my brand is the answer for Chinese youth.
My name is Weina. I am a New York-based artist.
In 1967, students across China unified in support of the teachings and beliefs of the then Communist Chairman of China in a movement that became known as the Chinese Cultural Revolution. The students attacked, pillaged, and killed many intellectuals and individuals, all in the name of progress for Chinese culture. The Chinese Cultural Revolution is the decade of destruction. I started this collection by looking for porcelain tablewares, teapot, eyeglasses, and books that symbolize knowledge and broken all into pieces. These fragmentations then became the shapes and silhouettes of my garments.